I'm going to give you a quick tour of the text messaging platform we use to conduct the secondary refresher training for the SAVE project. We decided to use a platform called Slicktext, which offered us some flexibility at a price point we could afford. It did not match perfectly with our needs, but we were able to make it work. Since we are sending numerous texts that require a response, we needed to be able to set a wide range of auto-replies. Slicktext allowed us to do this by creating 69 specific text words, each of which triggered a unique auto-reply. So to access Slicktext, you need to create an account. And once you log in, you'll see, you'll be taken to your dashboard. And you'll see this is just kind of a snapshot of your account at that moment. And you can see I have 69 text words, 530 subscribers, and 3 campaigns have been sent in this monthly period. And then down here it tells you the number of texts that you've used this month so far, and then also what recent campaigns have gone out on your behalf. So for instance, this mailing notice went out to a group on October 7th, 2017, and over here the status says sent. So if it hadn't been sent yet, it would say scheduled. Now up here you'll notice there's several different menu items. The first one we're going to look at is contacts. And this is where you would upload your contacts that you want to be texting on a regular basis. And you could do that by going to Tools, Upload Contacts, and then you would just upload a CSV file, and you would confirm that all the people on this list have opted into your program. There's also some instructions. For instance, you can't have a column heading on the first row of your file, or that will mess up your data. So after your contacts are in, you want to assign them to a text word. And in this instance, every contact that we put into our database is assigned to the text word ergo. So you can see we have 99 contacts in that text word. And from there, each group is broken down into a segment. So if I go back to ergo and look at segments, you can see that each of our training centers, we gave a unique code, and they're entered into their own group. So that way when I send text messages, I can target specific groups rather than sending the same text to all 12 or so groups that we had in our database. From there, we'll want to send a message. So if I click on send a message, this is what that screen looks like, and I can give it a name, though nobody that I send the text to will see this name. But for instance, we would name it Safety Voice, Module 3, Text 28. And then I would select my ergo text word, and from there I can select a group to send it to. So we'll send it to Pennsylvania. And then in the text message box, I would put whatever text I want to send. And then it would give me the option of sending this now, or I can schedule it for a later date. So we could schedule it as far in advance as you want. A lot of these we did schedule up to 6 months out, so we just kind of set it and forgot it, which was nice. You can also send yourself a test message just to make sure it's working the way you want it to. And then you can see all of your sent campaigns under the Sent Campaigns tab. And we have records going back from the beginning when we started this last December. And as you can see, the number of subscribers is different for each text that's sent because they are being sent to different groups. We didn't do much with the contest tab. We didn't do anything with that actually. But the inbox we found useful, and I'm not going to show it because there's personal information there, but we found that useful to communicate with the participants on a one-on-one basis. Last thing I'm going to show you is just an example of what one of these 69 text words looks like that we set up with an automatic reply. So for instance, this question, if they answered yes, they would get the auto reply. Stretching plays only a small part. So that was if they replied AY. However, if they were to do AN, as we'll see here in a minute, they would get a different response. No, flexibility is important, but research doesn't show that stretching will prevent injury. So that's just a quick overview of Slicktext. There's many different platforms you can use, but we found this one helpful.